Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Soul video, and today we are over on BVS Simulator again. Why? Because we have a new banner coming out tomorrow and you might be interested in pulling on it, so that's why we're doing a before you summon on the Calm for Your Own World round 5 return. Now this banner is kind of interesting because it is a 20-step banner. This is something we haven't seen before. We've seen 30 steps, but we've never seen 20 steps, especially with the stepper model that we do have, because it's a normal stepper model. That being, step 1 is going to cost you 150 orbs, step 2 is going to cost you 200 orbs, and then step 3, 4, and 5 is going to cost you 250, and they all have a 6% chance to pull a 5-star. So none of this 3% rates, and then you have to unlock the 6% after spend like 200 or so orbs. This banner right here is pretty much essentially a normal step up banner, but with the added bonus of an extra 10 steps if you do want to go that deep. And personally, I really do like that. I feel like every banner shouldn't have a cap on the steps. I feel like it should just constantly refresh itself because it encourages to spend more, right? When you have 20 steps, like normally when I do a banner, if I'm trying to go it all in on a character, I would do the 10 multis. If I don't get the character there, then I'm stopping, because it's never really worth going past the step 11 because you're not getting any discounts, you're not getting any guarantees. You should probably wait for the better banners or individual banners if you are pulling on the newer character banners, right? With this, we don't have any individuals, and also for the fact that you do have that extra 10 steps, it now means that once you do step 10 and you don't have the character you want, you might actually start spending more. You might go to step 15, you might go to step 20 to get those extra discounts and to get those extra guaranteed characters, which in my opinion is always a good thing. So hopefully, starting in 2021, we can start getting guaranteed banner characters, but I will gladly take every new banner having 20 steps, even 30 steps, because it just means if I do decide to go all in on a banner, I'm getting those extra guarantees and I'm getting those extra discounted steps. So personally, you know, the fact that this has a 20-step banner is already a good thing if you do decide to go all in. Now, keep in mind this banner does drop tomorrow and it is here until the 17th. So this will be here when mid-month banner drops, and that means if you do want to wait for this banner and you want to see what the mid-month banner contains, you can freely do that. That being said though, this banner is an okay banner. Like I said, 20 steps is pretty good. It means if you do want to go deep, you can get a pretty good set of guaranteed and discounted steps. However, the fillers for this character, this banner, is absolutely terrible. I'm gonna be honest, lads. This isn't a video of me telling you is it worth summoning. You can come to that conclusion yourself, but I will give you some summoning advice if you are new to the game. So let's talk about the free banner characters firstly. Loopy is a pretty good character. Now he does have a no affiliation killer, which has become more useful in the last like 6 or so weeks. We do have the no affiliation guild quest week where he does kind of shine in because he can weaken. If you do get dupes to this character, he'll be very good in that game mode. Outside of Guild Quest, though, he's still just a pretty good normal character. If you are a Loopy fan, if there are any out there, you're going to want to get this character. He's actually pretty good, right? So his first strong attack is a shade type collision strong attack. If you have these characters, you will be familiar with that SA1. It is not the best strong attack, but it does hold up. It's an okay strong attack, right? These characters all have it, but especially with the Gremmy and the Byakuya, they have better strong attacks with their strong attack 2 and 3 that make up for that SA1 that's not really the best strong attack in the game. His SA2 is a sucking vortex, kind of like a vacuum type attack, and then his SA3 is a 4-screen strong attack. So overall, he's like a pretty good character, right? I don't have him, and I personally don't want him, and if I did have him, I probably wouldn't use him, but he's not bad. I wouldn't say he's bad. I definitely say he's probably top 10 mine, maybe top 15. He's an okay character, right? But he's definitely the one you don't want to get when compared to the two other characters in the banner, which is the Shinji and Grimmjow. These are the two that you definitely want to get. So Grimmjow right here essentially is a melee Tokinada. If you have Tokinada, you do not need this character, even though he is a pretty fun character to have. So what makes this character good is that he's a no attack character. He has a 20% DR, so that means he is quite useful in PvP and PvE just for tanking damage. He has Berserker plus 50%, which means if you do want to go with a hybrid build and kind of give him attack and SP, you can do that. It does work, but I wouldn't really recommend it. But the main thing about him is every other skill after that. Bruiser plus 40%, increasing his no attack damage by 40%. Very good because he does have high attack. Then he has Flurry, doubling his normal attack damage. Essentially, every time he hits a character, it counts as 2 hits, which is by far the most broken thing for an ad character. Very, very good. Then he has Guard Break, which just means you don't ever have to use your strong attacks. You can just use your NAD button and do the damage. Very, very broken skill for a no attack damage character. This is almost a must-have nowadays. If you have Guard Break, you're going to be usable in PvE. If you don't, then you're almost not really going to be usable, and you're going to be kind of a hassle to play around with. For example, the 1000-year Blood War Izuru. He doesn't have Guard Break, and that kind of makes him annoying to play with when it comes to PvE type of content, unless you're using him in Guild Quest or Epic Raids. but this makes him a very, very good character. And then he also has hidden enemy chance plus 100%, so you don't have to use the Zeta Pill. If you go against the hidden enemies that are hiding underground or they're invisible, you can just tap them and they're gonna die in one hit. Very good right there. Then he also has poise, so when he does take damage, he doesn't stagger. And then he has sprinter plus 1, so he kind of is usable, because if he does sprinter plus 1, you're gonna be almost unusable. For example, 1000 Year Blood War Banken. So overall, a very good character, right? But like I said, if you have Tokinada, you don't need this character. Some will say he autos better, and that's probably true, but yeah, what are you really autoing? IZ? Who's playing single player IZ? Are you autoing Droplet Zone? Who's playing single player Droplet Zone? You're not going to take him as a cop, so I would definitely say Tokinada is the better character. And then when it comes to point events, almost any character can auto that. So he's a pretty good character. That being said, he's a pretty good character, right? You can use him in PvP. You can bring him into Epic Raid when he's a bonus character. You can pretty much auto any PvE type of content in the game when it comes to single player. And he's a very good character in Guild Quest as a support or a main runner. So a very good character, good in Epic Raids, good in Guild Quest, good in anything you take him out into, except for co-op, because you don't really want to bring a melee normal attack character there. But you can use him there, I will say that. If you do have him duped out, and you do have some investment into his defense, you definitely can take him into co-op, but I wouldn't really recommend it. So overall, again, another good character. Definitely one of the prizes of the banner. If you are summoning, you definitely want to try and get him, because he's a pretty fun character. And also, it's Grimjow, right? We don't have a 1000 metal Grimjow. This is basically a replacement for that. If you like Grimjow and you like the design of this, you definitely want to get your hands on him, because he is a pretty fun character. He's got the swag. There's nothing else you can ask for if you are a Grimjow fan. And then the last character to go over, at least the banner character, this is the one you want to get your hands on. This is a very good character, definitely one of the better power characters in the game. Until Lie came out, or Lily, or Rizu, however you want to say his name, he was the second best power character in the game in my opinion. So what makes him good? Well, firstly, let's look at his strong attacks, right? He has essentially the best strong attacks in the game. His first is a 3000 beam forward, as you can see, pretty much the same as all these 5 characters right here. If you look at Lie, he essentially has the exact same strong attacks as Lie. So his first is a 3000 beam forward, very good strong attack 1. His second is a 960 in front of him, very good SA2. And then his SA3 is a full screen around him, again, very good strong attack. So with this character, even though I say he's the third best character in the game, he's pretty much tied for second place with Lie, him, and the Spirit Side to Byakuya. They all have the exact same strong attacks with just different kind of abilities that makes some of them just a tad bit better. Now, the reason why Lie is better is because he has Guard Break and he has hidden enemy chance plus 100%. That's essentially it. There's very small differences between him, Lie, and Byakuya, and it really comes down to personal preference which one you like, right? If you like Shinji more, then you're definitely going to use him more. If you like Byakuya more, then you're going to use him, and if you like Lie more, you're definitely going to use him. I will say, of the 3, I would definitely say Shinji is the more fun to play around with, because like visually he just looks better. Like the artwork of this character, the special, everything about this character is just very, very cool. But that being said, going into his skills too, he also comes with a pretty good support character, right? So we don't have too many characters in the game that does have this, where they actually buff the team. So if you are a power attribute captain, you're going to get a strong attack damage increase if this character is in your team. So essentially, if you're using Byakuya, let's say Spirit Side Byakuya, and you have this Shinji in your team, he's giving that Byakuya an extra 20% strong attack damage. That's a very good ability. I wish we would see this more. Only like 7 or so characters have this in the game, and it's been out for like a year now. Really would wish we see this more, but it's a pretty good ability. It does go onto himself too, so he technically has 40% Berserker, which increases strong attack damage by 40%. Pretty good, right? That's actually quite good. And then on top of that, he also does have damage to confused enemies plus 40%. So he has the power to hit very, very hard. And this is going to be very useful in Epic Raids when he is a bonus character, in co-op when you're going against bosses, and also Guild Quest if you do decide to use this character as your main runner. He can confuse on everything, and his Soul Bomb does guarantee the confusion. He does a debilitator plus 5, so when you do confuse, they're going to be confused for 7 seconds. Very good character right there. Then he has Frenzy, increasing the amount of times he hits on his strong attacks is almost needed for an SP character. And then lastly, but not least, he has Havoc plus 20%, increasing the range of his strong attacks by 20%. Very, very good character. One of the best characters in the game, one of the more fun characters in the game. This character has the drip, similar to Grimjow, but this character just has more drip in my opinion. I'm not really a Shinji fan, like I'm not the biggest Shinji fan out there, but this character is almost a must-have. He's a very fun character. And also, just for a Bleach fan in general, this is the first time we ever get to see Shinji use his Bankai, because if you don't know, it's from the novels, he can't feel worlds, and we didn't get to see the animated until now. He uses Bankai, Sakashima, Yokoshima, Hapu, Fusagari. I probably butchered that last part, but I tried my best saying it, right? So, very good character, very fun character too. And that's basically all there is for the 3 banner characters. If you are pulling on this banner, you're definitely going for the Shinji. Then I'll say it's for the Grimjow, and then it's for the Loopy. And as for the filler characters, they're pretty bad, right? You have Centaur and Kione, pretty much a gimmick character. They have a switch ability, and that's basically about it. They're not really that useful. Many going to be a link if you do have them. The Lisa is an okay character, and if you don't have her now, you're going to get her later. So you don't have to worry about getting her now. The Ikaku is quite bad. You're never going to really use him, but he is a Chronicle Quest bonus, so he does have that going for him. Then we have Shinji, who is pretty much going to be a 20 DR link. That's about it. He is pretty usable in a sense that he does have a transform mechanic, so he is kind of unique, right? But yeah, no recharge, no berserker. He's kind of outdated. His strong attacks aren't really the best. I personally don't like him, but he does have I would say he's more fun compared to the other fillers. Then you have the Tsukishima, who pretty much is going to be a link because he is a 16 DR for Mind. And then the last character we have is the Tag Team Toshiro, who is also pretty usable, but I wouldn't really use him nowadays. There's just better characters out there. So that's basically all it is for the banner. Pretty good banner, you know, 6% throughout the whole way. You have a 0.667% chance to get any of these characters right here. So overall, you have like a 2% chance to get a banner character. Pretty good odds. You have the discounted steps, you have the guaranteed steps. If we do, let's say all steps will cost you 4,650 orbs. Let's see what we do get. And as you can see right there, we got 3 Shinjis, 3 Grimjows, no Loopies, but personally I don't mind that. Let's actually see how many steps we would do to get the 2 characters that we want. So step 2, we got Shinji, very good right there. Then we got Shafted, we got another Shaft, we got another Shaft. Then we got step 6, we got another Shinji, pretty good dupe. And then okay, we got 3 Shinjis before we got our first Grimjow. Okay, where does Grimjow show up? So step 17. Damn, so the last 3 Grimjows came like at the last 3 steps. Okay, but personally I don't think that's a bad thing, right? Doing 20 steps on this banner is a hefty investment. I don't think anyone's really going to do that, but I would definitely say if you do want to go for these characters, maybe do 5 or so steps. It's not really a bad thing to do. These 2 characters right here are definitely the prize of the banner. You definitely want to try and get your hands on them if you do need them. If you have Tokinada, you don't need Grimjow. If you have Thousand Year Brother Lie, if you have Spirit Side Byakuya, you do not need Shinji. But that being said, if you want them, then this is definitely going to be your best chance to get them within the next 3 or so months. They won't return. After this banner leaves, they won't return for the next 3 or so months, so this is definitely your last chance to get them. They are fun characters to play around with, so if you do want to go for them, then all I can say is good luck. Hopefully you get what you want. Hopefully you don't spend a lot of orbs. You can get them very early, so you can start saving up for the future banners, because there's a lot of stuff coming out in the future, right? We have the 50 million download celebration going on right now still. That banner is actually still out. It's pretty good. I would definitely say it's probably better to pull on that banner compared to the Can't View World banner, because these ones do have the link stock characters. They're more useful. And then we don't know what mid-month is going to be, but it might be a premium banner, and it might have the last link stock character that we need, and a lot of people are going to be pulling for that. Then end of month is probably going to be another limited time banner. Is it going to be another 1,000 Year Blood War banner? I don't know. If it's going to be, is it going to be Can't View World? I don't know. We're going to find out. And then the mid-month of December is going to be the Christmas banner, and then end of month of December is going to be the New Year's / Global's anniversary banner, which is almost going to be a must summon, because it's probably going to be a very high banner, and that's probably what I'm going to be saving for after the link stock character, if one does come out within the next couple months. So that being said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you are someone in this banner, good luck. Hopefully you get what you want. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these characters, what you think about this banner. Are you summoning? I'm curious to know, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.